Alright, guys, and welcome back to the inaugural Women's World 8 Ball Championship here in Green Bay, Wisconsin at the beautiful ONEIDA Casino and Hotel. We are kicking things back off with Emily Duddy versus Rachel Lang on TV table number 2. Emily won the lag and has broke dry. Looks like Rachel's going to elect to take the stripes in this particular rack. I like it. She's going to have a pretty tough back cut here on the 10. Might introduce a little bit of bottom into it just to make sure it doesn't scratch, but it looks like the angle's not there. Oh yeah, nice shot. Alright. Looks like she's eyeing up the 14 now. Oh no, the 11. Good shot there. 14's going to be next. Probably drop back down or drop down for the pink 12. If you're just now tuning in, this is the third round of matches today. LFR is still playing her second round match. I'm sure whenever she gets done, she'll be coming in to either join me or kick me out of the commentary booth. Could go either way. We will see. Just going to draw back a little bit for the 8 ball down in this bottom right hand corner, and that's going to be rack number 1. All she has to do is pot this last ball. Absolutely, my friend. We try and provide the best product we possibly can. I have been told that there is a glitch in the stream, and we are doing what we can to work on that. It's kind of tough. The cameras are in the playing area. We didn't have a whole lot of time to address it after the last round. If we can't get to it tonight, we will definitely make sure it's done by the time we start tomorrow. And just like that, Rachel takes rack number 1. For those of y'all not keeping up with the bracket, LFR is on the hill against Ashley Rice. She has made the comeback, and she has the advantage now. So Emily broke dry and then didn't get to see the table afterwards. Rachel made quick work of that rack. And she's laid down a really nice break. Really unfortunate that the 10 ball didn't fall there, but it was a really nice break. Alright, looks like Emily's elected to take the stripes. Neither set of balls really had any problems to them. The hardest ball to get on's the 12, but it's really not that much to do. I mean, if you can get anywhere where you can play a stop shot on the 14. She's falling pretty straight on the 13. She might go ahead and take the 14 here. The 15's right there too. Alright, so we should see 14, 12, 13, and then out. I expect to see her just kind of stun up above the 8. Maybe a little punch stroke. She might have fallen pretty straight, but with enough power, anything is possible. Alright, so she's got to be a little bit careful here. Going forward, you're introducing the 4 and the 5. Drawing back, you're introducing the 1. Landed kind of in a tricky spot at a weird angle. Alright, Rachel showing off the stroke there. Put that ball in with a little bit of authority. No real problems for the rest of this rack, just has to navigate it. She's going to work. It looks like she's looking at working everything on the bottom end of the table, then moving up to the top end. She's falling real nice on the 1. She can take the 4 or the 5, depending on which one's further up. Nice shot there. Gonna take the 5 all the way down. Then probably come, oh no, the 4. So she's going to take a little bit of a back cut on the 5. And punch over for the other side of the 6. Doesn't want to get straight. I think she'll be okay. Oh, wow. A little uncharacteristic there. Really wanted to get down and close to her work. See if Emily can make her pay for it. Good shot there by Emily. Really just kind of took her medicine, said, I'm okay with a long shot of the 8. I'm not going to introduce the side pockets with any draw. Oh. Alright, Rachel with a good chance to capitalize. She can attack this one of two ways. One being with low left and kind of spinning out 2 rails, or she can use inside to kind of check the ball. She's elected to do it with 2 rails. Should leave her a nice easy shot on the 8. Alright guys, I'm back. I'm sorry about that. We were talking amongst ourselves trying to figure out what's going on. We think we have a bad HDMI cable and that's what's causing the little glitch you see. The feed itself is good. I think it's the cable and the camera, so we'll get that addressed after this match. And it looks like LFR has pulled off the comeback to beat Ashley Rice 7-5, so I assume she's going to take a few minutes to decompress, and then y'all get to get rid of me and bring her back. Which I know that's what all of y'all want. That's fair. I get it. It's cool. I don't hold no grudges. I'll give you guys a heads up though when she's coming in the booth, and y'all can all just put your congratulations in the comments. Alright, so Rachel, sorry, I was talking to Jordan Helfrey not too long ago. Rachel is elected to take the stripes off of what appears to be a dry break by Emily. Stripes do look like the move. The only problem ball really is the 8 ball. The 15 goes down here by the 6, or you can play it up in the corner. You might even be able to play it in the side. These side pockets are very accepting. She's going to play the... It looks like she'll play the 10 here. Yeah, that was going to be the problem. You were going to cause more issues trying to break out the 8 than you were just letting it sit there. Now she's got to figure out a way to deal with the 12. She actually might be able to deal with it now if she hits this ball good. I was thinking she might be able to draw off the 15 and come back and break up the 4 and the 5 and the 12. But instead she elected to try and go forward. So if I'm Emily, the last ball on the table that I'm messing with is that 5 ball. And here's why. That 5 ball is keeping you in the game no matter what. But that's just me. I would have taken the 6 there and then played the 1, the 2, the 3, and then gone up for the 7 because the 7 would have led you back to the middle of the table and you could have ended up on the 5. But like I said, that's just me. Some people like to take care of the balls that are kind of in the clutter first. Me personally, I'm an adamant 1 pocket player, so I love clutters, especially an 8 ball. Bar table 8 ball is my favorite game besides 1 pocket and bank. So I like having a little bit of a mess because I like to try and outmove my opponents. I agree 1 pocket is more challenging, and for me it's more fun to watch, but it's not for your everyday pool player. It's more of a gambler's game and a chess match than anything. Emily with a real nice run out there though. She really connected the dots well. See? Not everybody loves the game, and that's fair. It's not everybody's cup of tea. I don't blame anybody for not liking the game of 1 pocket. It just... I like the chess match and I like the strategy. That's just me. But we're not here to talk about 1 pocket right now. We're here to talk about a Women's World 8 Ball Championship. So I'll try and keep us back on track. That's my fault, guys. Emily there with a really nice run. I'd be remiss if I didn't mention how good it was. I mean, it wasn't that there were any trouble balls. It was just navigating the pattern. There were a couple different ways you can go, and a couple of them would have led you in some trouble. So, props to her for that. Really nice. Now it's going to be Rachel's break, leading 2-1. All right, Rachel to break. Alright, so Rachel's pocketed a ball. I think I like solids in this one. Yeah. The 11, 14, and 15 are all kind of clustered together, and that can make for a tougher rack to navigate. The only problem that you really have is the 4 ball, but it goes in the top left corner, so it's really not a problem. It's just a matter of getting on it. You could actually get on it pretty well from here, or you can go into it and bust it open. You have a bailout ball on the 5 hanging in the pocket, so. Alright, she's done well. She's got a shot at the 4. After that, it's just kind of tic-tac-toe from there. Great shot there. I think she was trying to roll forward a little bit more for the 7, but I think she'll be okay. I think she wanted to play the 7 first and leave the 5 there to get on the 3, but she can use the 5 to get on the 7, and then it should hold natural shape for the 3. Really no going wrong from here. All you gotta do is successfully play tic-tac-toe. Alright. 1 ball, and then she might try and draw down for the 3 in the side with where she's at. I wouldn't hate it if she did. It's kind of at that funny angle. She can also go straight across, which it looks like that's what she's trying to do. That's the biggest problem, is the 9 ball right there. I think she can still make it. Really nice out there by Rachel. And just like that, Rachel's going to go up 3-1. Alright. Emily's electing to take her timeout right now. I'm going to do the same. I'm going to get up and stretch my legs for a minute. Guys, we'll be right back in about 5 minutes. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you shortly. Alright, guys. I'm back. We're still waiting on Rachel to come back. I need everyone to do me a favor. Lonnie just came back in the booth for a second. She's gonna go find a snack. She hasn't eaten all day. I need everybody to put in the chat, great shooting, Lonnie, good win, nice comeback, something along those lines. I see how many people are watching, so I know how many there should be. Whenever y'all can, that'd be nice. Alright, Emily to break, down 3-1, looking for one of them to fall, try and get a nice little run going. Alright, looks like Rachel's electing to take the stripes. And she started off with a beautiful shot to get the 15-9 loose. Alright, Emily's got a real nice layout here to try and pull back within one. If that 7 ball passes the 13, then there's really no issues at all. And if it doesn't, you can use the 3 to kind of knock them loose a little bit. Alright, it must go. Alright, I'm gonna play the 5 and kind of punch off the rail a little bit, come back over to the middle of the table, maybe leaning a little bit to the left, but not too much. Definitely don't want to flirt with getting straight in on the 6. That's going to be just fine. She can actually come 3 rails out in between the 8 and the 11. It looks like she has the perfect angle for it. Play this with a little bit of top and a little bit of left or inside, whichever way you'd prefer to call it. Or you can draw off of it. I just think, personally, making the balls easier when you play it with top inside. Alright. Rachel with a good chance to steal this game. Just going to play this 11 ball with a, I'm going to assume, high left ball. Try and track a little bit closer to the 13. Playing it all the way down. Rachel's used her extension for this rack. She's using extreme left, it looks like. Yep. Worked out well for her. She just doesn't want to fall straight. I don't think she has. She can actually just play this with straight top. Yeah, I think she can just play this with straight top and it'll come 2 rails out naturally. Right to the middle of the table. I don't think you have to put any English on this to manipulate it at all. If you really want to throw it a little bit more towards the middle of the table, you can use inside. Yeah, she kind of pounded that ball a little bit and it kind of killed it off the rail. If you just use a nice smooth stroke, that's whenever you really get the most out of your English. Nonetheless, she got out. She's going to take a 4-1 lead. Alright, Rachel to break, leading the match 4-1 over Emily Duddy. Rachel's got a pretty powerful break. We're looking for the ball right behind the one to go in the side pocket. She actually almost made the one. She's got a really good pop on those breaks. The referee's going to mark the 15 to move the Taom template rack out of the way. While he's doing that, I want to say thank you to all the presenting sponsors here: Olhausen Billiard Supply and Products, ONEIDA Casino and Hotel, and Pechauer Custom Cues. Thank you all for making this inaugural Women's World 8-Ball Championship possible. It is much appreciated. Thank you for everything you do for the game of billiards. It means a lot to all of us, and thank you to all the fans watching right now. Without y'all and y'all's support, we wouldn't be here and we wouldn't be able to do what we love. So thank you again from everyone here. The WPBA, WPA, X-Pool, event staff, volunteers. We appreciate every single one of you. Alright, Emily elected to take the solids, and I cannot say I blame her. Oh, she's actually fallen on a really good angle if this 4-ball goes, which I do believe it does. Oh, she's shaking her head like it doesn't. If it did, she fell on a really good angle to break out the 5 and the 15. Patricia Savannah is playing in this tournament. In fact, she plays at 6 o'clock tonight. She's in the last round. She will be playing Susan Williams. And Sophia Mast will be playing Tina Larson. We've got two of the top junior women players, honestly, in the world, but definitely in the country. So excited to have them here. Two up-and-coming young stars of the game. Just phenomenal what they're doing. Emily's called her extension. Kelly Savannah will not be on the stream table for the first round. Well, she'll be on one of the streams. She won't be on the commentary. She'll be on table 3, which is one of our auxiliary streams. But I am sure at some point she will make it to either table 1 or 2. So for the first round, the entire first round, they had already done the draw and just let the table assignments be what they were. And so we didn't have any input on which matches we wanted to put on the stream, but we will be coordinating with the tournament director about which matches to put on the stream for the rest of the event. Alright, Emily with a good chance here, just has to get this 4-ball down. Oh, man. Tough break, just didn't quite put enough draw on it to get it back to the rail. Alright, Rachel with a little bit of work to do. I don't know if the 13 goes by the 5 in the left side pocket. And I don't know if she can get enough of the ball to make it in the top right corner. So with where she's at right now, it might be a really good time to go ahead and play the 14 and bust out the 13. Her shooting that tells me that the ball goes some way, somehow. Alright. Rachel said, I'm done. You can go ahead and break them out for me. That was a nice shot there by Emily. Good control of the object balls. I think she might have gotten a little unfortunate that the 13 can be back cut and the natural angle kind of takes it into the 9 or the 14. It's going to hit one of them. Rachel's just going to try and get ball in hand. She's hit that ball a little too hard though. Emily's got a rail first kick at the 5. Problem is, I don't know where she could even call it. That was a good effort. Good hit, Emily. Sometimes whenever you have that little room in between the cue ball and the rail that you're kicking at, it's easy to misjudge the angle that you need to come off at. Alright, I'm going to see Rachel shoot now. All of her balls are spread out, so she doesn't really have to worry about a whole lot. Take the 9 ball on the side. She hit that ball nice. Kind of a little punch stroke to kind of get up on top of the 14. All the way back and forth. Beautiful shot. Great position. Now just straight center ball. You don't have to do anything fancy with it. Just come back up to the middle of the table. this one to pull within 2 of the win. Rachel Lang leading Emily Duddy 5-1. I do believe it'll be Emily's break. Alright, Emily's changing up the side from what she breaks. Alright, she's electing to take the solids in this rack. I think she might have rolled a little bit too far. I thought she might be playing for the 4 next. If that's the case, we might see her take on the 3. Is she playing the 7? Oh, 5 ball. Okay. Easy. Easy with the 8. Alright, Rachel uses her extension. Trying to map out where she wants to go from here. It's going to be a bit too far. Thought she might put some inside on that ball to check it to hold for the 6. I don't know if she can see it or if she's snookered on it. The good news is the 1 ball does bank and the lane's there. Yep, that's what she's going to play. It's not the easiest bank. You kind of have to overcut it and hold it off the rail a little bit, but yeah. let's see. I think it's going to go 7, 6, 4, 8, if I had to guess. Just slow roll this ball in. Do the same for this ball. Try and hold angle. You can either slow roll this ball or you can give it a little oomph and end up on the top side of the 4. I kind of like slow rolling it because then the natural angle on the 4 takes you back to the 8 when she elects to come down. She's going to play the 8 ball in the side pocket, so she's just going to back it up. She might play it all the way down, but really if you put a draw stroke on this, there's no going wrong. She did manage to get in the toughest spot on the table to make the 8. She'll still be okay though. This 8 ball to get on the hill. Just play this with a high ball. It makes the pocket a little bit more accepting. And you see that ball hit about 2 diamonds up and still almost went. If you'd have played that with a low ball, it probably would have spit it back out of the pocket. Emily doesn't have a choice but to run out here. She lets Rachel back to the table. Almost assuredly going to get out. I think the key is playing the 14 first. Whenever she gets down into this cluster, if she plays the 14 first, every other ball goes. Emily's called her extension. Alright, she's going to take on the 15. Good shot. Not a whole lot of reward. Alright, I think we're going to see her kind of ticky off the 13 and try and get back behind the 14-11. If she hits this right, she can actually push the 13 up into the side, like up by the side pocket. She's not hit it enough. I think she's left Rachel a wide open look at the 8. Alright, Rachel's on the hill, and she will be breaking. We'll say this is my first time in Green Bay, and it is beautiful up here. I think I came at the right part of the year, though, because I couldn't imagine being here in December. I've seen it on TV for Packers games. My bad, guys. I didn't realize my mic was muted. Lonnie stepped in the booth to ask me if I needed a break. I said no, go ahead and eat your meal. Forgot to turn my mic back on. I'm good at my job. Nobody can tell me otherwise. Alright, so Emily's got some work to do, but it's not an insurmountable amount. That felt kind of like a dare shot. Like, hey, here's this. You go ahead and run out. I think Rachel is a favorite to get out here. Holding shape on this 2-ball is the toughest part. I think she stayed just underneath it enough to where she can come above the 7. Yeah, she really just kind of punched it. Alright. Rachel's an 8-ball away from winning this match. It's not necessarily a routine 8-ball, but it's not the toughest one that she's had to shoot this entire match. Alright, and just like that, Rachel Lang takes the match 7-1 over Emily Duddy. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. Don't forget, we've got 3 other streams going on right now. My name's Sean Denny. Thank you to all of our sponsors, ONEIDA Casino and Hotel, Pechauer Custom Cues, Olhausen Billiard Products, Taom Billiard Products, and Schuler Bauer Real Estate Services. Sorry. Everyone have a great time, and we'll be back in about 50 minutes with the last match of the night on